Okay, so this is for discussion 3. For the first question, I do see a relationship between the importance of relational interventions and the reasons the authors emphasize the need for clinicians to develop relational skills and engage in spiritual development, because the encounters between the clinician and the patient will affect the spiritual state of the patient, even if those encounters weren't meant to be a spiritual intervention. So if the clinician has been working to develop their own spirituality, I think it will put them in a place to be sensitive and to be able to relate the patient who's experiencing illness. For the second question, I think some common goals of patients that are facing serious illness include finding something that they can draw strength from to help them get through their illness. Another one is, I think they want to start to appreciate life and to have a newfound respect for life and to be able to enjoy the time they have and be grateful for it. And lastly, I think even something as vague as the patients wanting to find meaning in their life. And through that, I think they want to find something that they can control, because it's frustrating when you're sick that you can't control the illness. But they can find something that they can control. For example, their own spiritual practice is something that they have control over. And for the second part of that, I think what the authors are trying to convey as most important for clinicians to keep in mind while helping patients find a goal is to find a way to directly measure the outcomes of their goal with the visual analog scale. So the authors mentioned, like, if their goal was to develop a spiritual practice, so maybe that was to pray, and their goal is to pray 5 times a week. So you can measure that. Are they able to pray 5 times a week, or have they only been able to pray maybe 2 times a week?